Hey, what is up? It is William for my review of Lucha Underground for July 8th, 2015. And let's just say jealousy runs deep and anger also runs deep. So let me get started. Okay, so what a night it was. I think now I like all wrestling. Like I'm recently been getting into like Ring of Honor, and I've been a fan of WWE for a long time. But since I've started watching Lucha Underground. I think Wednesdays have become the day I wait for it. Like, yes, Monday is Raw, and it's exciting to an extent. But Wednesday, there's Ring of Honor, and there's Lucha Underground, and there's NXT. Three great shows. The only problem is they're all on at the same time. And now I've made it my like kind of thing since I've started doing the reviews that Monday I watch Raw, take take my notes on my computer, and then I do the thing. Tuesday I do nothing because nothing's on. Wednesday I end up watching Lucha Underground live because the people, and I do the thing and I do my notes, and then I go on the website that Gordon showed me, and sorry, and I watch Ring of Honor, and then I watch NXT. And then Thursday SmackDown, and then Sunday is when it's on pay-per-views. So that's my week in a nutshell. But enough about me. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. So, so we start off with Pentagon Jr. in his little dojo. He's bowed down because I guess that's what he does, talking to his master, and the whole thing was how Vampiro right now has been refusing because Vampiro is done with that life. He's not about it anymore. He's just done. He doesn't want anything to do with it. He said, "Nope. Peace. I'm done." But now, since he got involved with Pentagon Jr., Pentagon wants to fight him because he would be the ultimate sacrifice. So it was just him talking to his master about, oh, Vampiro refused. Well, destroy him. But I want to destroy him at Ultima Lucha. So hopefully, I'm begging you, please, Vampiro, accept, please. Please. So that was the first segment, and then we get into it, and the harsh reality hits in that the season is ending. Yes, all good things must come to an end, and the first season of Lucha Underground is ending, and we still don't know if there's going to be a season 2. I'm crossing everything. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. Well, let's not say what else is crossed. Family show. So, I think right now there's next week and then I think there's 2 more weeks, and then Ultima Lucha. So hopefully everything gets wrapped up before Ultima Lucha, and we can get a season 2. There's probably gonna be one, and I'll be happy because Lucha Underground is very well. It's well made, well written, it's just everything is good about it. Okay, everything is just good. So the first match is Cage versus the Mack. And let me just say that the Mack is actually very surprising to me. I wouldn't think he would be good because he's a little bit chubby. No offense to chubby people, I'm also chubby too. Self. That just kind of made me sad for a second. Okay. I gotta look to make sure my facts are all right. So, anyways, it was the Mack versus Cage, and they brought up the fact that Cage has only been pinned once. What? And that was due to Conan's stick when Cage and Prince Puma had their title match. He's lost matches, yes, but he hasn't been pinned. That is the key word, pinned. Other matches he lost were just team effort. The team got pinned. He didn't get pinned. Keep that in mind. Word of the day, pinned. So, it seemed like the start of this, Cage was doing a lot of the work. Since he's a more fit guy, he's what I aspire to be. So, well, not. You know what I mean, because I'm fat. So, when I was writing that down, though, I happened to look up as I do, and I noticed that the Mack had taken more control, yet they were still going at it evenly. So it became a fair fight. Well, surprisingly, the Mack gets the win. So that means Cage was pinned twice. Once by Prince Puma, once by the Mack. Now, I did that because as soon as the Mack pinned him, rolled out of the ring, and immediately flipped him off, there was no, he was just like, I won. So, what am I seeing here? Since he's only been pinned once and now pinned again, potential feud. Okay, you pinned me, yes, but you used your weight to keep my shoulders down. If your weight wasn't on me, then I would have kicked out and I could have won. So, going off of that, I can see a feud between the Mack and Cage. Hopefully there's a season 2. There's not enough time for the story to play out. But if that's the story, then just let it. Season 2 started off like that. This should be interesting. Maybe do what they did with Drago and Aerostar, best of 5 series, but now with a unique opportunity. That was a really bad accent. I'm so sorry if I offended anybody. So next is a little backstage with Katrina. So Son of Havoc is getting ready for his match tonight, and Katrina comes back. Well, not back, but she comes behind him and does her little "Oh, I'm not there" trick. And basically she was like, well, I see you got those titles there. Be ashamed if you lost them to the disciples. Yeah, they're coming for you. But tonight, death is coming for you, and it's gonna be 1,000 of them. And guess who happens to show up? Yep, Evilise. And she's kind of like, "What you doing, girl?" So obviously someone's a little bit jealous. And knowing Katrina and Muertes, the lights go off, and she flings, not like flings him, but like whips him into Evilise, and they fall. And I think my favorite moment of the night, and Helico comes in, and he's kind of like, "Oh God, don't tell me you two are getting back together." Because if you haven't kept up to this moment, you know that in the beginning, Son of Havoc started off, and he was losing and losing and losing. But like the second week he lost, he was with Evilise, his girlfriend, and then he lost to Angelico, or no, wait, was it he? I think he lost. I haven't seen this in a long time. To Angelico, and was like, "You know why I'm losing? Because of you." And he dumped her. So now that they're a trios team because of Dario Cueto, they're kind of getting forced to get together. Going off of what I've seen with people, when you're together with your ex again, you start to gain feelings, and maybe your feelings are kind of like, "Oh, I love you, but I'm gonna hide it." And maybe I see this girl flirting with you, and I'm a little bit angry. And that's kind of what I saw when Katrina was, I don't even know what to call that. Her little, like, her Undertaker tricks, I guess that's what I'll call it. She Undertaker tricks. And she's kind of jealous because that used to be her man. So stay away from my man. So that's enough with them for now. Next is this like very intense interview, and Vampiro happens. He interviews people, but it's very intense because these people can go. They're quick to go off. You anger them, and they're just like, "Well, I'm doing this. I don't care. I do what I want." But this one was too intense because he's interviewing Pentagon Jr. and Matt Striker is like, "Well, this interview is very explosive, and these other interviews he does are very controversial. So let's see what happens." And they just zoom in on not like zoom in, but you look at Vampiro's face, and he's just, "Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this?" So he's immediately regretting it. And then as soon as he gets in there, immediately, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done what I've done. It's a mistake. All of this is behind me. Let's forget about it. Please, I'm not going to fight you. Don't, please stay away from me. I don't want this. I have a child. My family's been ruined. It's just me and my daughter now. Just stay away." And then he asks him the question of who the master is. Silence. There was not a word from Pentagon Jr. And then they kind of go back and forth. "Are you Vampiro or are you a coward?" "Oh, you can't call me a coward because my time is up. I've went through this before. You are the future. I believe in you right now. Just please stop. Get away from me." "Well, you're weak and pathetic." "I'm not weak and pathetic. I know my limits." "Well, the world The world will know my name because I am Pentagon Jr. and I have no fear. And then he walks away. I'm really rooting for this match. Pentagon Jr. is a good fighter. I like him. I think it'd be great. And I've seen some of Vampiro fighting. I think what I seen he was good at. So maybe just one more match and then like commentary. I don't care what happens after. I want this match. Make it happen, Dario, please. So uh, next is Mill versus Son of Havoc, and Evilise comes out with those crutches. I know the crew messed her leg up, but that was so long ago. Does she still really need the crutches? I know it takes a long time to heal. I've had a cast on both arms, but not that long ago, like literally 10 minutes ago, you were standing up fine without the crutches. Why do you need them now? Last week, you were training without the crutches. Why do you need them now? I don't know. Inconsistencies. So obviously, like Mill is not letting, but Son of Havoc is getting his shots in, and then Mill takes control. And the way he uses the crowd, he obviously likes the crowd. He likes going there. You come for a show, you're getting a show. It's putting everything in your face. So he obviously threw him into the crowd and then powerbombed him on the table. That hurts for someone who's been thrown on the ground a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've been thrown on the ground enough times. I'm surprised that table didn't break. It's maybe. Take my desk and shrink it a little bit. I'm not saying it's like cardboard on like cinder blocks because it's not. It's a table. It's a well put together table. But it just seems like if you were to slam someone on a table like that, it would break immediately. I'm surprised it didn't. So while Mill and Havoc are fighting, uh, Katrina does her little thing, goes up to Angelico and kind of, I guess, is flirting with her, flirting with him. And yet again, Ivelisse is like, stop it. These are my boys. Let them focus. And yet again, the jealous person. This is just a team of two guys and a jealous girl. Maybe. Maybe she likes both of them. Maybe she's just trying to protect her team. I don't know. But this is very somehow jealous. And while she's getting in Katrina's face, the Disciples of Death attack Angelico. And on one side, we have this attack. On the other side, we just have a choking. Katrina has her neck on Ivelisse and is just choking her. I want to see this match. I've only seen one actual like girl fight girl match in Lucha Underground, and that was Ivelisse and Sexy Star. Please, based on this moment right here, Katrina versus Ivelisse, that's her name. I didn't forget it. Katrina versus Ivelisse. Let it happen. I'd watch it. I if they don't do it, I guess it's okay because she's a manager. She doesn't fight, so it'd be fine, I guess. But I just want to see it happen. So many opportunities in the show. Let everything happen, please. Son of Havoc notices that Angelico is getting attacked, and he saves him. Goes back in the ring, and Mill wins. Obviously, Muertes is going to win because he's this undefeatable force. Unlike Cage, who's only been pinned twice. Yeah, Mill has only lost once to Phoenix in a sort of buried alive match. So I think if anything, if he were to lose, it should be at Ultima Lucha, and if there's a season 2, maybe not if at Ultima Lucha, but the next pay per view. It'd be interesting. Just putting that out there. He's very strong, yes, and he uses his power and Katrina, I guess, because she's controlling him with the Rock. So let him lose at a pay per view. I'm cool with that. Next is Tejano, who comes out there and his whole spiel is, "I'm not nice. I'm Mexico." The whole thing with that statement, if you not caught up, Chavo first Lucha Underground first match, Chavo versus Blue Demon Jr. Chavo wins. Chavo loses. Dario gets in his head. End of the show. Chavo attacks Blue Demon. Next show, he attacks Sexy Star. Does her thing, talking about Chavo. Conan goes up to Chavo and is like, "Hey, so all of Mexico is after you. I'd beware if I were you." Just saying. Last week, Puma versus Chavo in a no disqualification title match. If Conan got involved, though, Puma ultimately loses. But technically, Conan didn't get involved. He had Tejano get involved and attack Chavo, costing him the match. And at the end of it, Tejano proclaimed, "I am Mexico." Well, after that, he goes, Tejano's kind of like, "I am not a cheat. I'm a cheater, yes, but I'm not going to turn on my family. Like, I don't like Sexy Star, and I don't like Blue Demon Jr. But I hate you with immense passion. You little fuck." I want to settle this at Ultima Lucha, and I'm not taking no for an answer. I do not care if you have a broken limb. I will break another one. Yes, Chavo sprained. I guess it was a sprain last week during his match with Prince Puma. He sprained his leg, and that's how he was going to win because the crew was going to come in and attack Prince Puma, so he could ultimately win. Well, Tejano, like I said, came in and attacked him and then cost him the match. Tonight, the crew attacked Tejano, and then Blue Demon Jr. came in to save Tejano. The crew gets scared, runs out, throws a chair in the ring, and okay, usually there's a chair, it's protection. That's cool. Nope. The Blue Demon used the chair to attack Tejano and continue attacking him, and by attacking him, he proclaims that he is Mexico, and Tejano is not going to go against Chavo at Ultima Lucha. Blue Demon Jr. is going to go against Chavo at Ultima Lucha. I don't know if I'm excited for this match. I've only seen Blue Demon fight once, or I think he's only had 2 fights, and he lost. He won one, lost the other. Oh God, the hell was that? So it's 50-50. Tejano, I kind of not a fan of. So I guess it'd be interesting to watch because one's from AAA under Lucha. I don't know what it's called after that, and the other one is supposed to be a legend. So we'll see how things go. So now that is, I believe, 4 matches for Ultimate Lucha. Prince Puma versus Muertes for the title. Hernandez versus Drago. Al Patron versus Johnny Mundo. And Blue Demon Jr. versus Teano. I'm looking forward to it. My heart is pumping thinking about it. I can't wait. So next is I don't know how to pronounce the word. I'm gonna try. It's a big team match. I think Survivor Series how it was one team versus another team of like 8 people versus a team of 8 people. Team Patron with Sexy Star, Drago, and Aerostar versus Team Mundo with Superfly, Hernandez, and Jack Evans. I said it in that order because if you think about it, each rival, Mundo and Patron, Sexy Star and Superfly, Drago, Hernandez, and Aerostar and Jack Evans. I guess that's a feud. I'm not sure. So we start off with Mundo and Patron, and Mundo merely just tags in Jack Evans. A lot of this match was just Mundo running away. I understand it's technical strategy because you want to be fit and ready. You don't want to be hurt. You want to run away from your opponent, so you're ready. But if you keep doing it, you look like a pussy. So don't run away. Like you can run away. That's fine. But not a lot. Take some hits. Take some hits. Hit some people. But don't run away a lot. And it was only when Patron was tagged in against Mundo that he would run away. So a lot of this match seemed to be like the men fighting. Superfly, Aerostar, Drago, Hernandez, Johnny Mundo, Evans, and Patron. Sexy Star really didn't get a chance until about, what did I put there? The last 4 to 6 minutes. And I like the way she fights, so I feel like she should have got more time. Like, she did get one chance, and that was just to do the obvious, I'll jump off. You're all standing there, so let me jump off the top rope and knock you all down. Which I still think is ridiculous because you can't knock everyone down. They can just hold you up and put you on the ground. But hey, another thing about this was the fact that both teams were working very well together. Like, if you're in my corner, I'm going to slap you a few times because you're in my corner and I hate you. So let me just weaken you and hopefully we win. At one point, Johnny's team all attacked Alberto, which is very interesting. It's a numbers game. So obviously if one person's knocked out by your team, you're going to take the chance. And this has nothing to do with the match, but they mentioned it. Phoenix is going to be out for a few months, and that makes me sad. I like Phoenix. Phoenix, I proclaimed as my spirit animal. I don't know why. I just like Phoenix. Screw you if you think I'm crazy. So yes, Phoenix is out for a while. Sad face. Towards the end of the match, Alberto took out almost everyone, leaving Jack Evans in his signature arm bar. And what amazing teamwork with Evans in place, Alberto in the arm bar. Mundo took the opportunity because he saw it, and it took the end of the world to Alberto, causing Alberto to roll out of the ring. Sexy Star to come in because she was a legal woman, and he pinned her. Team Mundo won. I guess I'm excited because Team Mundo had they each had a few of my favorite characters, my favorite luchas. Johnny Superfly and Jack Evans, and then Sexy Star, Drago, and Aerostar on their opposing teams. So I can't wait to see what next week holds for these 6 people. But the main event wasn't like, okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but remember earlier how I was talking about how Pentagon Jr was like, oh, I'm going to destroy him, and then he called him a coward. Well, they're doing their thing. We'll see you next week. Yada yada. Dario has some stuff to do, some explaining. Ultima Lucha season ending, blah 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 blah. And then here comes Pentagon Jr. with the immediate kick to Vampiro and just attacking him, not letting up, doing his typical, I'll destroy this man, I dedicate this sacrifice to my master. I think he might have took it too far at this point, because he pulled out gasoline, poured it onto Vampiro, lighter, and was like, we're going to have this match at Ultima Lucha. I swear to my master right now, I will destroy you because I am not afraid of you. You are afraid of me. I am Pentagon Jr. If you do not accept, I will burn the shit out of you. You have 1 week to accept. Accept or burn. You will be my sacrifice. Because I am Pentagon Jr. No fear. So that was Lucha Underground for July 8th, 2015. I can't wait to see what we have the remaining ones before Ultima Lucha. I can't wait to see Ultima Lucha. I'm definitely excited for that. So, some quick announcements. I am still looking for the podcast. Every time I ask, he does not answer me. I want to upload it so you guys can hear us. Because pretty soon, if I have it my way, we're going to record a second one. And I want you to do the first one for you, the second one, so you know our personalities, you know who's all there. I got my controller plugged in. I keep teasing this. Friday, me and Dr. 20XX or Lewis, we were talking, and we decided we're going to record something, and we haven't decided yet if it's going on both of our channels, if it's going on this other channel that we have. I'm not promoting that one yet. We'll just see. Hopefully, it gets put on all 3. Speaking of which, of other channels, Oodles, check him out. I was watching his video today. Good friend of mine. Love that dude to death. And he said that he wants a shirt like I have on right now. Nirvana. I'm not a hipster. Look that in. He wants a shirt that says Oodles on it. So I want to do this for him. If you are a good designer, please contact me on Twitter. We'll talk about it. I'll find a way to pay you. I just want to do this for a friend. Love that man to death. He just wants a shirt that says Oodles on it. That's all. Please do this for him. Also check him out. Like, subscribe. There will be crossover episodes with him because I love that dude. I'm going to turn this into a variety channel. Probably a bad, because people are like, no, it's a bad idea. Don't do it. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. Because like I said, Tuesdays I have nothing to do. Fridays I have nothing to do. Saturdays I have nothing. Sundays I usually have nothing to do. So I can record some stuff on my computer. I have fraps and I have what's another thing called? Oh, this. Uh, where is it? And I have XSplit, so I can record some stuff. Hopefully, get some stuff out for you. I don't just want to be a one-trick pony and just have these reviews. And I'll continue my thoughts and videos. If you have anything you want me to put my thoughts on, please put it in the comment section below or contact me on Twitter. And you can also find that in the description below. If you don't read the description, well, you should, because that's how you get to Oodles and Dr. 20XX. But if you don't, you can contact me at wcashnick69. That's WDHNICK 69 on Twitter. And I'll see you guys Monday.